One of the ways that chronic stress gets under the skin to affect our health is through affecting what we put in our mouth. So it's a very invisible relationship to many people, but when we're stressed, we mobilize a lot of energy and we secrete this stress hormone cortisol from our adrenal gland, and that actually stimulates our appetite. And whether we notice it or not, it actually can shape what we choose in terms of the types of food. It makes us want more high-fat, sweet or salty food, something we call highly palatable food. And there's a reason why after stress, we want more of this kind of densely caloric food. And that's because it's good for the brain. It helps calm the brain and reduce psychological stress. So stress is kind of a double-edged sword. On the short run, it can make you feel better. In the long run, it can cause problems, abdominal fat, diabetes, heart disease, all of the problems related to having an abdominal fat pad. That type of fat leaks into the blood so that you have a lot of lipids in the blood. So having a big round belly is a really good physical indicator for having a lot of lipids or fats in the blood. One of the first steps in attacking this relationship between stress and eating is just asking yourself, well, how do you eat under stress? Are you a stress eater? And remarkably, people tend to know. They know their own tendency. And when we do research on this, we just simply ask people, do you eat more when you're under stress? Do you eat less when you're under stress? And the people who eat more are at tremendous risk of weight gain and what we call metabolic syndrome, increases in their cholesterol and their insulin when they're under stress. So stress for them is more dangerous than for the people who don't tend to go for the donuts, et cetera, when they're under stress. So one of the things that we really don't know how to tackle stress eating. And we know that people are using it. It has a functional role. They're using it to make themselves feel better. So you can't just simply take it away. You need to provide other strategies for coping with stress. So the one that we're testing right now is testing whether we can teach people the skill of mindfulness. And being in the present moment can serve as a filter to change their everyday experience and their experience in the moment with stress so that they're not reacting as much. So their adrenals not secreting all of that cortisol. So it can help them be more resilient to stress. On one hand, we think it's going to promote stress resilience. On the other hand, we think they can use it to eat more mindfully. So we're teaching people mindful eating skills. And that can be as simple as noticing each bite and how it tastes and how full you feel.